Hey everyone, have a hi here, bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, all I have to say is about time. That's right, we got some V-Jump information telling us that we are going to get a new legendary event, and this is going to be fighting Legend Vegeta, and the Prince of All Saiyans is finally getting some due. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And yeah, like I mentioned before, the amount of time separating the first legendary Goku event and the GT event, and now finally we're going to get some progress, because I think this event here was one of the most exciting things, the Fighting Legend or Legendary event, in quite some time in Dokkan, especially for content, you know, besides the introduction of Super Battle Road and things of that nature. And now we're hopefully going to get a lot more of these, but starting with the pride of the Saiyans himself, Vegeta. And let's go ahead and just kind of jump into this. So when this came out, right, the original one came out, it was one of the toughest events, you know, what was it, 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now. And it was really interesting because you had to, you know, start thinking about stacking defensive units, things of that nature. It just changed the game when it came to, you know, how to do some team builds. It was just, you know, more than Dokkan events, because Dokkan events were getting pretty easy. SBR, you know, was very similar to that, but this was just, the long events were just totally something different. And of course, this year we ended up getting the Fighting Legend Goku GT edition, which was even harder. And I think that hopefully they make Vegeta even more difficult, because, you know, the more difficult the events are, and maybe they provide like 2 stages, right? And, you know, a little bit of a novice stage, and maybe build up to the more tough stage, because I would say a lot of people, when they first jumped into the Legendary Goku event, they're like, oh no, this is a lot tougher. Or they played for like 15 minutes, and then the last stage they get, you know, wrecked at the end. So but I think people know a little bit more about, you know, how to play these events here. Now, because Vegeta is coming out, you know, fairly way later, I'm just interested in seeing, you know, the different types of, you know, difficulty. It seems like it's going to be you know, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. They're not going to go into GT here. By the way, it took me forever to make this thumbnail, so hopefully you guys like that. And so what I want to go through here is what we should expect from the levels and stages, and what I think should come out from all this. And by the way, since this was a V-Jump leak, we don't know if this is going to come out in the next celebration, or they're going to actually wait until the worldwide celebration to drop this. So so just keep that in mind. You know, we're providing this news early because it is a leak, but we might not get this for a while, right? So anyway, pretty easy to figure out, you know, what the stages might be just by looking at the transformation Vegeta, right? The transformation Vegeta, if you look at the SSR all the way down to blue, has 6 stages, and the original Legendary Goku event had 8 stages, and I believe the current GT has 6 or 7 stages. Making it shorter is a little bit harder because you can't stack enough for that last stage. But as you can see here, it, you know, it starts with, you know, base form, Super Saiyan, Super Vegeta. Oh, actually this is wrong order. There we go. Super Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2, God, and then Blue. So if they were to make this hard, they would probably keep it this way. But I think they're probably going to add 1 stage to it, and that's going to be Evolution. And you know, because the original Legendary Goku event, yes, it did go blue there, but it went UI there, so I think it's going to go Evolution for Vegeta as well. So this would make total sense if it had these stages. Now, of course, they're not all going to be in physical type advantage, but I also think that they might not do like Super Saiyan 2. I think they might skip that. So if I had a choice, or if I were to build this out, this was probably what it might look like if I were to build out the stages. So first stage would be more the Saiyan saga, like AGL, maybe start off with the Vegeta there, base form, full Saiyan armor, things of that nature. And then you got the Super Saiyan, you know, OG Super Saiyan. This is the tech one here, but that would make sense for the type advantage as well. So I can see that as the next stage. Then you could use the Super Vegeta. I was thinking either Super Saiyan 2 or Super Vegeta, but I think Super Vegeta is still fairly iconic during the Cell Saga, and you can definitely use that stage or the advantage there. Now, of course, they can always easily change it. I'm just using the type advantage for these cards that are original anyway. Now, here's the difference I would actually make for my stages versus the stages that the physical transformation Vegeta brings up there. I wouldn't bring in the Super Saiyan 2. I would actually just have Majin Vegeta, and I would use the iconic AGL SSR looking one. Maybe not Final Explosion, but this AGL one. I still love the card art, so I would use that instead of the Super Saiyan 2. Then keep the Super Saiyan God, but of course you can use the Strength Super Saiyan God unit on there. Keep it physical for the blue, and then of course LR Vegeta or Evolution Vegeta there, we'll put it in. Like I said, they can easily change that into a different typing if they want to. No problem with that. But I think this would be, if I had 7 stages to work with, what the stages would actually look like. Of course, I want you guys to comment in the comment section below in what stages you like to be. Now, if they made it 8 stages, or they could switch some things around, you do have some forms within GT and Super they can actually use, and something kind of outside, which I don't know if they'll use, like fusions or something like that, because in the Legendary Goku event original, they have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which is of course in the anime and the manga, but you do have Strength Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta there as well. You can of course change the type into something else, but you can still use that unit as an option there. You can use the Angel Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and then you can use the Grade 8 Vegeta as well. I think those are viable options as an additional stage if they make it 8 stages. I would probably, if I had to do 8 stages, I'd probably do this right here. So the Grade 8 in the second stage, and then from there on out. Or like this, right? So you can do this as well. But I think one more I could have put in here would be the the Super Saiyan form that surpasses Super Saiyan 3 in Super, right? And then that card is Super Saiyan Vegeta, with Bulma. But I didn't put that unit on here. I don't know why I actually didn't do that. But yeah, that could be an option as well. So if Super Saiyan 3 was an option, you'll probably go here as well. So, but I don't think they'll do that for Vegeta. So anyway, those are my choices. Again, tell me what your choices and what you think in the comment section below. Now, this of course begs to say, okay, if they're gonna do a Vegeta Legendary event, why not do everyone else, starting with, if they're going to just continue the trend with Super Saiyan 4, the GT Vegeta, so I can see that coming hopefully fairly soon, and of course some villains, right? When you're doing fighting and stuff like that and fighting legends, you gotta go with the remaining 3 major villains in the Z Saga, right? We got the Vegeta, which is the original Saiyan Saga villain, right? Now you can go Frieza, you can go Cell, you can go Boo. And how much fun will this be, right? Especially if you put some different dynamics with each of the fighters and do something a little bit special or different. This is what they should have been doing years ago, or at least a year ago, right? So they've been, Bandai and Katsuki been spinning their wheels a little bit, and I figured when the original Legendary Goku event out, every single 6 months or even a year, they would come out with a new fighting legend, and they should probably do it every quarter, right? So anyway, that's my thought. These should be then the next 4 fighting legend events or legendary events. Again, tell me who would you like to see. Now, you can go into Super, like put in Beerus and stuff like that, but we kind of have a big boss fight with the Gods of Destruction event for the 6-year anniversary as a very tough, and you're gonna get to fight Beerus there as well. But we don't have things like this, so I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. Once again, we don't know when exactly this is going to come out, the Vegeta here, but either way, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for it. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.